Hello? It's a little short video describing what we do to make modest instruments play like professional instruments. It's very simple. Well, actually, it's not simple. It takes me an hour or so per instrument. But let me point out the problem. Modest instruments, and I don't mean cheap, nasty, I mean modest. Like this is a KM 150. It's a solid wood mandolin, not carved, but pressed. Comes from a factory. Comes from a factory where they hire minimum wage workers to assemble them, minimum wage workers to put them into boxes, minimum wage workers to ship them to big box music stores, and minimum wage workers to open the boxes, pack them onto the shelves, and minimum wage workers to sell them to the consumers. At no time does it actually get to touch or gets the touch of somebody that's experienced with setting up or typically even playing musical instruments. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's the way our economy works. But as a consequence, there are portions of this instrument that are underdeveloped. The nut, which is this portion right here, that's called the nut. In this case, it's a bone nut, which is fine. But it'll come so that it is higher than it needs to be. And the reason for that is because if the nut is too low, then it will buzz, and you, the buyer, will pick up the mandolin will buzz, and you won't buy the mandolin. And since there's nobody at a big box store that can properly cut a mandolin, typically, then the best thing to do is make sure the nut is a little bit high. And it's the same thing with the action. The action should be at a certain height for maximum playability, and also with the neck relief should be correct. Now, these mandolins are built well, they can be adjusted, but the skills that it takes to adjust them properly are not universal, and they're not really learned easily by watching a video or reading a book. It's actually learned the way that we learn to do it, by doing a average job for several years and then getting better and better as time goes by. And as you can see for me, plenty of time has gone by. So, anyway, this is a KM150 that we've taken the bridge off, reset the bridge so that it fits the arch of the top correctly. We have profiled the strings, the frets. There's my dog come to visit. Redid the nut, and of course this is a little iPhone speaker, so I don't know how well, let's make an adjustment here, how well is this going to sound. Nice bass end, very responsive, and very playable. So, essentially, this is what makes it different from buying a shop with a professional luthier, and more than one in our instance, both Jason and I, and buying a mandolin or any other musical instrument for that matter from a large store or an internet. Pardon my dog. So we have these in the shop, other instruments as well, guitars, banjos, fiddles, etc. We did the same thing with all our other instruments, and that's why you should come and buy them from us. We do charge more, but we're worth twice as much as we charge, so actually you're saving money. Right, Yoshi? He's a very spoiled dog. Oh, yeah. Bye-bye.